LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. All right, guys. All right. I had to report on this one. I had to. So Dana White, whisker biscuit, bald-headed simp. And I already know he's a Ronda Rousey simp. We all know this, okay? Please, whatever Ronda say, that's what not Joe. God Almighty. Whatever Ronda Rousey says, that's what Dana White does, okay? I mean, she pretty much got him by the testicles. Folks, that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. Okay? He does. But, Dana White came out, made a statement today, and he was saying that, if he had to really tell everybody, if he had to determine if Ronda Rousey was coming back, he said that, Ronda is probably going to ride off into the sunset. Okay, now many of you've heard all these Ronda Rousey videos and people talk about Ronda Rousey. Yeah, I done gave Ronda a hard time and I'm going to still give her a hard time. Because, she's playing a little innocent girl act now and, want the sympathy and all this. And I know I'm going to get a couple of Ronda Rousey simps that come to this channel and, you can't talk about Ronda like that. Shut up. Talk about Ronda any way I want to, punk. See, that's what the coach will do. That's what the coach will do. Okay? He's going to talk about Ronda Rousey. Of course I am. I tell you what, man. Ronda Rousey, it's like this, man. Ronda is an abomination of her own mess. That's what it is. See, she didn't listen. The first person that Ronda Rousey just chose not to listen to is her mom. Her mom told her, listen, you are already good before you came to Edmund Tadarian. Tadarian, whichever way. I know some people get butthurt because you mispronounce a name, and you got so many sensitive dudes in the comment section, I tell you, okay? But, mom told her, look, you need to lead Edmund. Edmund gonna get you hurt. What happened? This girl done been brutally knocked out twice. Not once. Well, she didn't get knocked out the second time, but if her Dean, hadn't stepped in there like he did, she would have been knocked out. I'm talking about out cold. Out cold. Ronda was on her way out. She was almost out on her feet. But see, Ronda really is she's an abomination of the mess that she kept, creating for herself. See, she built up this facade, man. She built it up. And Dana said, well, Ronda don't have to come back. She won't need any more money. I'm going to translate that for y'all. Because, see, when you dealing with lying, whisker, biscuit, bald-headed simps like this, you got to know how to translate this stuff. And I'm going to tell you what he meant. We don't need Ronda anymore. We done cashed her out. Okay? And if she come back again, she'll just be a punching bag for somebody. Basically, ain't nobody really gonna pay to see the Ronda Rousey show anymore. And ain't nobody gonna pay to see her get knocked out again. In 48 seconds, ain't nobody gonna pay for that. I mean, literally, who's going to? I know I won't. I stream it before I pay for that again. I wanted to see Ronda kind of get punished a little bit, survive a couple of rounds, but this girl got knocked out, man. Like, good grief. I mean, she got beat down. Like, Amanda Nunes beat her down. Holly Holm destroyed her. And it's like, okay, so who really and truly, if he brought her back, who would he put her in there with? Or if she came back, I'm sorry, because he said Ronda has a choice. Of course, don't nobody else in the UFC have a choice to come back. No, they don't. They're in the contract. But for some reason, Ronda's contract has all these addendums, all these other things that Ronda Rousey don't have to do. I wouldn't even doubt if she done gave Dana White a little bit. I wouldn't doubt it because this dude be smiling. Yeah, well, Ronda, that's what he be doing. I mean, he looked like the bald-headed version of Gomer Pyle. I mean, that's people, that's just the way. I'm not being mean. That's just the way that is. I mean, he be acting like a schoolgirl. He be so happy over Ronda Rousey. And, I just be sitting back and I be like, man, what is with this dude? What is with this cue ball head bastard? Why is he always letting Ronda do what she want to do? And I'm sure Ronda's under contract. I'm sure she under contract. Like, how does Ronda get out of this contract without incurring a penalty? How does Ronda get away from not fighting for a year? Like, did she, actually go declare to the UFC that she having mental problems? Like, maybe, maybe she could have. Because, you don't have to fight. Now, part of that contract, you actually don't have to fight if you're not physically fit to fight. And having a mental problem and not so much a physical problem, they can deem you physically fit not to fight with a mental problem. Okay? That's in the contract too. But I don't want to digress, okay? They can deem you, physically not fit to even fight. So, I started thinking, what is it, man? What does Ronda have over Dana White? Like, have y'all ever thought about what does she have? Like, why was she allowed to miss media day? But, when Conor McGregor do it, they just, they completely, mess Conor over. And Conor is a bigger star than Ronda, I think. But how? Why? It's puzzling. And the only thing that I can think about, I think this girl is really loose. And when I mean loose, I think she's really loose around the men. No pun intended. I think she is. And I start thinking, I think Dana probably done got him some of that. Think about it. What else can make this man, this powerful businessman, this man who's good at telling people, no, you're going to do what I say, automatically just let Ronda do whatever? How you going to explain that, bald-headed simp? How you going to explain this, Dana? Now, you let that have been somebody, you let Amanda Nunes say, I ain't going to talk to the media. You let her say that. Man, he'll put Amanda on the shelf for 6 months. He'll find a way to strip Amanda belt. And that's another video I'm finna make, too, about these belts. But it ain't in this video. I don't know, y'all. But it's something strange. But he said that Ronda Rousey probably won't be returning. Which, who cares? Who cares? Because there's nobody in their right mind gonna pay for her to get beat up again. Ain't nobody gonna pay for that. You could probably put Ronda in there with maybe an average lower tier fighter that's not even a main card, or they probably beat Ronda Rousey. Because where she at mentally, this girl, she done anyway. She can't fight no more. And God forbid life's little choices or life's little things get in her way, man. And she, her life getting away. Man. I'm telling y'all. But, it appears that Ronda, she doing other stuff. She talking about this little pipeline thing. And, I ain't worried about that either, But to each his own. If she find her career, outside of, the octagon, great. But she better remember. And I'm going to tell y'all something. See, Ronda Rousey is an example of a bully that went wrong. I'm trying to tell y'all, this woman is or probably was a bully. Probably no longer a bully anymore now after those 2 defeats. But see, she's an example of a bully that went wrong. You know how you had that bully that messed with the kid at school, slapped him in the back of the head? See, that was Kim Kardashian, She picked on Kim Kardashian. She picked on the ring girl. What's her name? Ariana Celeste. She picked on that ring girl. Talked junk about Mayweather. Talked junk about Conor. Said you can beat any man. Just ridiculous stuff. She's an example of a bully that went wrong. But see, she got beat down in the ultimate way. I'm talking about in the ultimate way. She got destroyed worse than any bully could. And see, when you beat a bully at their own game, when you actually man up and get in their face and you beat the bully, you totally destroy a bully, then they don't have no more power. Because most bullies anyway, man, they not really fierce warriors. Have y'all ever noticed that many bullies, they're not fierce? They're not fierce. Because when they get somebody that can challenge them on their same level, see, these bullies, they back down. I've seen so many bullies back down. They think they doing something, and they think that they can get you and do all this, and then when you really step to them, they ain't got no answers for you. So, yeah. And Dana White, maybe he's still trying to keep her name relevant. I don't know. Okay? But you guys tell me what you think. I don't care if she come back or not. Stay gone. Really. I done talked about you, but, stay gone. Let something else interesting come up about it. Great. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you guys waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube. I'm done. Subscribe.